Hi everyone, my name is Megan. Today I'm going to show you how I made these 3 gorgeous Easter and spring home decor pieces using mostly items from Dollar Tree. Grab your glue gun and a glass of wine and let's get crafting. This first DIY, you will need 2 of these bunny signs from Dollar Tree. If you're unable to find these wall signs, you can easily use foam board that Dollar Tree carries, or you can also use cardboard or a shipping box or anything like that will work just fine. And I'm just removing the paper on the front of them. You don't necessarily need to do this, but I like a more polished or finished look on my projects, and so I always remove the paper for a smoother surface. Now that the paper has been removed, I'm going to use this scrapbook paper that I got from Hobby Lobby for 50% off. And I'm just tracing out the carrot, and I'm cutting it a little bit larger than the actual carrot, and I'm gluing it on using just a plain old glue stick that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm using my Cricut scraper to make sure that there's no bubbles or any lines or indentations and make sure it's nice and smooth. Now I'm just taking some sandpaper and I'm sanding off the extra edges that we cut off at the beginning to make sure that everything lines up perfectly and it's nice and cohesive. Now I take this spring sign that I got from Dollar Tree and I remove the twine and the paper on it so I have a nice smooth surface for the next step. And now that we have a smooth surface to work on, I take this white Waverly chalk paint that I got from Walmart, and I'm going to give it a nice coat, making sure to go up and down in smooth strokes so I have a nice flat surface for our next step. So now I'm going to take my brown paint pen and I'm going to measure 4 lines across to make it look like wood planks on our board. And now I'm going to take some Burnt Umber by Apple Barrel paint and I'm going to dry brush all across the board using a stiff brush, just a little bit of paint on my brush. If you would like a tutorial more in depth of how to dry brush, please leave me a comment down below and I will make sure to make one for you. It's definitely a learned technique and it takes a lot of practice, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually really fun and a fast way to get that beautiful distressed look. If you're not comfortable dry brushing, another option, you could take the brown first and apply one coat and then go over with the white chalk paint once the brown is dried, and then you could take your sandpaper and then you can just distress it that way. That's another option as well that I did for many years before I got the hang of dry brushing. So now I'm taking some sandpaper that I got from Dollar Tree and I'm just sanding down everywhere that we just dry brushed, just to give it a little more aged and farmhouse distressed look that I like. Now I'm taking this burlap ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby and I'm making a pocket on our sign. And then I'm taking this piece of polyester fabric that I got from Dollar Tree. It's actually a treat bag that they sell usually in the seasonal section. I believe this was from Valentine's Day, but they make great pieces of fabric to use for projects. And I used my Cricut to iron on the carrots 5 cent sign. And now I'm just taking the carrots and hot gluing them into the pocket. I'm taking some thumbtacks that I got from Dollar Tree that I painted black using apple barrel black paint. And I clipped off the sharp piece that's on the thumbtacks and then just hot glued them on each corner of our pocket. Taking some green floral moss that I got from Dollar Tree and I'm putting it into the pocket. And then I'm spraying it with some spray adhesive glue that I also got from Dollar Tree. And to finish off this project, I took some black faux leather ribbon and I attached it to the top to use as a hanger that I got from Dollar Tree. And then I also used some jute twine to make some bows for the carrots and added some buttons in the middle of them, all from Dollar Tree as well. And then this project was completed. I absolutely love how this turned out. I think it's a beautiful piece to add to your home for spring and Easter decor. For our next project, you're going to need one of these wooden crates that are from Dollar Tree. And I'm just taking some sandpaper, also from Dollar Tree, and I'm just smoothing out any of the rough edges. The piece has been sanded. I am giving it one coat of Waverly chalk paint in the color Pool. I think this is a beautiful, bright, and cheery spring color to add to any decor because it is still, although it's a blue, it's still a neutral color and it looks so beautiful in the spring. And now I'm taking the same scrapbook paper that we used in the first project. I'm just tracing out the top of the crate. And I'm attaching it using the same glue stick from Dollar Tree. And then I sand down all of the edges to make sure everything is smooth and it joins together as one instead of looking just like a piece of scrapbook paper attached to a piece of wood. And then I printed out these letters off my Cricut, and it just says, "Oh, hello, spring." I thought that was really cute, and I'm just going to attach those to the side of the crate. I actually saw this, I believe it was at Home Goods. It was a Ray Dunn faux stack of books like this, and I thought the saying was cute and funny, and so I decided to put my own spin on it. And instead of using the skinny font, I went with this font that I found on dafont.com, and I believe it's called Bohemian Typewriter. It's kind of a fun, different font to use instead of the same ones I always use. And now I'm taking some burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree and I'm just attaching it to the top of the box. And I'm taking some lace ribbon also from Dollar Tree and hot gluing that to the box as well. And then I'm going to take some jute twine and some wood beads also from Dollar Tree and put that on the top, as well as some flowers. I believe they're called ronculus. I could be wrong in pronouncing that I got from Walmart. And there you have it, a beautiful faux stack of books that is just so cute and fun, and it's a perfect piece to add to any decor that'll go on top of a mantle or a bookshelf. In this third project, we're going to take this MDF bunny sign that I got from Dollar Tree, and at first I painted it with, I believe it's mineral, the color Mineral by Waverly chalk paint, but I decided it was a little too dark. So then I took Country Gray by Apple Barrel and I painted that on top to lighten it up a bit. And then now I'm taking the color White by Waverly chalk paint and I am essentially dry brushing all over but heavily. And then I'm wiping it down a little bit. And then once that was dry, then I went over it again with some more white Waverly chalk paint. Take this welcome wreath that I got from Dollar Tree. It originally came in gold and I spray painted it black, and then I'm just going to hot glue it onto the bunny. And now I'm adding some boxwood picks that I got from Walmart. They were 97 cents each. And I cut them up and I'm just attaching them to the part of the wreath. And then I'm taking these peonies and roses that I got from Dollar Tree. Oh, I just love these. I think they're beautiful and perfect for the spring. And I'm attaching these as well. And there's Archie, one of my cats. He likes to craft too. And I decided the boxwood were not really the look I was going for. So I got out these wheatgrass picks that I had in my stash that I got from Walmart for 97 cents. And I did end up adding a couple of the boxwood to add a little greenery around the roses. And to hang this sign, I took some black and white cotton twine from Dollar Tree and then a little masking tape on top to give it a little extra support. And then I took this black and white gingham bow and attached it to the top of the wreath, also from Dollar Tree. And there you have it, a beautiful Easter spring wreath to greet your visitors with. Although I'm sure no one really has any visitors right now, but I don't know, maybe a delivery driver or the postman. I just love this. I did seal it with a clear coat of spray paint, matte spray paint, because I did put it outside and just wanted to protect it from any elements that it might encounter. And there you have it. 3 beautiful, affordable Easter and spring DIYs that any skill level can do with just a few supplies from Dollar Tree and a little creativity. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you will please subscribe, like, and comment down below. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!